Thank you, sir. Thank you. Next question, please. Rishi Shenoy. Namaste to all. I want to know Jagiji's views on how much of a hurdle judiciary will be in its current state towards the goal of 5 trillion economy, how to rein them. Jagiji, the question is
Yeah,
obviously to
yeah,
you.
yeah. So the our judiciary is a complete mess. The problem really is that first of all, I think they intervene in things that you should never intervene. First of all, judges appoint themselves. Then also because of Article 142, it allows them to make laws. They make laws. It is the job of legislature to make laws, and it is not the job of the judiciary to make laws. They even impose a tax on SUVs. I mean, this is ridiculous. Taxation of all things is a government job, executive job, legislature job. It is not the job of the judiciary. Our judiciary does everything except their own job, which is to provide justice. And the point is, the worst thing that has happened to judiciary is that all our laws are written in English, and even a simple thing like word like denomination, we do not know that we have the idea of sampradaya, which I mean is roughly translated. But in Article 26, when you talk about denominations, you say, oh, Ayapas are not denominations. So they cannot be treated, they're all part of this thing. These fellows do not know anything about our heritage. And they take British jurisprudence and American jurisprudence. If you look at that guy, Chandrachud, every time he quotes some law in Britain or US, never anything from our jurisprudence. And we have tons. We have, I mean, Nyaya and Satya are such central things in our own culture, but they will never quote any of this. They will only quote British judgments and to justify whatever they have to do. So, first thing we need to do is write our constitution, even when we rewrite it, in an Indian language and conceive it in an Indian language. The same justice system will change. Right now, they do not understand anything of India. They actually have things. So, a judiciary is the first and most colonized institution in India. Even the political parties are not as colonized as the judiciary is.
I suspect that because I don't see interpretation of constitution happening there. I only see they are sitting on a judgment on a higher
Right.
pedestal, as if
Right.
Supreme Court is Supreme Court. They are bigger than gods. That's the unfortunate tragedy of in the Indian jurisprudence right
Right.
now. Next question, please. Suresh Gandhanji, Namaste. How do we encourage the wealthier Hindus to contribute more to Hindu causes? How do we make it more fashionable? Very interesting question, Umendraji.
The power of truth. All that we hold so dear to our lives, our children, our bank balances, our cars, our houses, our properties, is going to fall like a pack of cards when a sea of brain dead zombies hits streets, as we saw at Shaheen Bagh happening in Delhi. A compassionate law like Citizenship Amendment Act, it was mind-boggling that how the entire narrative was hijacked, and the impact on the and it is a reflection of the global depletion of the intelligence quotient, that 8 American city councils passed resolutions against the CAA without knowing an iota of the truth of Citizenship Amendment Act. So the wealthier Hindus have to understand that if they continue to sit on plush amount of money which they have gathered from Hindus, and rightly so, I'm not questioning that. I'm a hardcore free marketeer. I'm not a socialist. I'm not a leftist. I hate them by my guts. I'm a total supporter of free market economy. But at the end of the day, if the streets on which your children are moving around, if the aircrafts in which you're supposed to travel, if the trains and the buses in which you will travel are inhabited by people who have a constant grudge against you because they were told so in their madrasas, I don't know how long you're going to survive. So very intelligently, we have to package the truth. For example, Yati Narasimhanand is speaking the truth, but apart of this, he's a bit boisterous and he starts shouting and all. What he's saying is the truth. Now Wasim Rizvi has come out in open. So we have to start telling people that all that is beautiful, all that we take for granted is going to be snatched away from us. I have Hindus from Pakistan, Maheshwari Banyas, Pushkarna Brahmins, richest people of Pakistan. They still have money lying in the in जिसे कहते हैं बोरियों में पैसा पड़ा हुआ है वहां पर. उनका पैसा उन्हें नहीं बचा पाया. ये बात हम अपने धनी समाज को, अपने वैश्य समाज को यदि समझा पाए, तो ये वैश्य समाज वही है जो बहुत दिल खोल के, बहुत हृदय खोल के अपना दान करता है. और अगर ये अपने निर्धन हिंदू के लिए अपना कोष खोल देते हैं, मुझे नहीं लगता कि ये इतना कठिन काम है. लेकिन सत्य हमें बताना पड़ेगा, आंकड़ों के साथ, फैक्ट बेस्ड, बिना किसी रिटोरिक के, बिना उत्तेजित हुए, जैसा भगवान कृष्ण गीता में कहते हैं, अनुद्विग्न मन से युद्ध कर अर्जुन, अनएक्साइटेबल माइंड. तो वो एक योगिक स्थिति है, उस पर हमें जाना पड़ेगा, तभी वो बात हम अपने हिंदू, अमीर हिंदुओं को, धनी हिंदुओं को समझा पाएंगे.